Hello everyone, how are you? Our last lesson, the color wheel lesson, remember that one? A couple of videos ago? That was the last one for our regular CPT journey. And so I've decided to continue on because I've been enjoying myself into the grid journey. I did not do the grid journey when Ina first proposed the grid journey back in whatever it was. I don't remember. So I'm going to do it now and have you guys join along with me. So instead of going to pattern focus to find our pattern today, we're going to go into write-ups. Remember, you're at pattern-collections.com. This is not an app. It is the website. Go to write-ups. We've been following Beginner's Guide. This is where we had been following our stuff. We'd done creative pattern tangling, and now we're going to do the grid journey. And rather than finding it here, I find it easier to just go to there for grid journey. But anyway, we're going to just skip over introduction because I'll kind of cover that kind of information in lesson 1. So we'll just go to lesson 1. So when she did the introduction, if you do decide to go and read the introduction, she explains about what she was talking about a grid journey, which means that when she sees a pattern like this one that has like the step out shows it like this with 4 squares to make a floral pattern, she says to herself, well, what if I just did 1 square? What if I just did this part? And then what if I played with that 1 square in different ways on the grid? And that's where she started finding out about the grid journey. So let's say she decides she's going to do this, but instead of doing it like this, she's now going to do them in a row like this, or in any other way. So what she's done for us here is she has marked with the letter A different ways we can do a single block. So we can do a single block with all of them going the same direction. Whoa. Wow. Where the heck did that come from? Sorry about those of you with headphones. Or we can do upward, sideward, upward, up, and to the left, up and to the left, up, to the left, up. So it's like a checkerboard with these ones going one direction and these ones going a different direction. Okay? And she put the colors to help you see how it's been turned. So she's got the main point to the top, main point to the left. Okay, now she's done it in a different way. She's done 2 of them together to the top, 2 to the left, to the left, to the top, to the top, to the left, and so forth. Okay, now for this one, she's gone to the top, to the left, to the right, to the bottom. So she's turned it into, that's basically what this one is, where this thing is pointing to this corner, to this corner, to this corner, to this corner. It's actually rotating. That block is actually rotating around. The next one, she's got them going kind of like this one, but instead of going this direction, she's got them going this way. So they're 2 to the top and then 2 toward the bottom, 2 toward the top, 2 toward the bottom. Okay? And then this one is more like just a checkerboard with them here and leaving a blank spot in between, which you could combine 2 and do 1 square like this, and then in these other spots do something else. There's a variety of possibilities. So here's a practice sheet. This is what she does with all the grid-based patterns to find out what kinds of things can happen. So here she's done them going around. No, what's she done? She's gone down, up, down, up. So this one and this one match, right? This one and this one match. This one and this one match. So she's done this pattern, this one, in here. Now this one she's done two the same, to the other way. Okay, so she's done that second one. She's done this one. And now for this one, what's she done? She's done this one for this one. So anyways, what we're going to do as our practice, there's various ways to do it. You can draw your own grids. Absolutely, 100% you can draw your own grids. Here she has some already drawn out for you. It's really hard to see on the phone, but there's this one and there's this one with the lighter gray. I downloaded these straight from here and I printed them out. It says click the image and either the one with the black lines or with the gray lines, and then print them out. And then use a pattern. Use any pattern, any of the base, any grid pattern that has just a single square. Find a single square and follow this grid journey. And then somebody else suggested that draw the pattern as it's presented in a step out like this, cut it up, and then rearrange them into various different patterns, which is also a way we can figure out how things can go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a base pattern called Amy Base. And I've already looked it up. I've put it in this other page. It's this one. It's basically, if we look at just one square, it's a line with a teardrop toward opposite this line. Okay? Either the line and the teardrop going this way, or the line and the teardrop going that way, whichever. But see how they've done it in 4, and they've already rotated it. It's going this way, and then it's going this way, and then it's going this way, and then it's going that way. They've already rotated it for us. We're just going to use one of these blocks and play with the grid journey. So I am going to, if you want to follow along, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that A sample thing, this part. And we're just going to play with all these different ways to do this particular pattern. So I did print out her sheets so that I already have them all written, ready to go, so I don't have to play with drawing grids today, which is awesome. I feel like drawing in color, just to, should I draw in 2 colors so you can see how this goes? I don't know. Should I? Well, maybe. Let's pull out a few colors. Red, blue, green. I don't know if you can see the yellow. All right. So, oops, my phone turned on me. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I want to do them all in the same direction. That's easy. So I'm going to take this green pen. Why green? I don't know, because I felt like it. And I'm going to draw this shape, all going the same direction. Now, technically, if you were doing this in a meditative state, which she talks about in this thing, because this was prior to CPT that she did this grid journey, you would technically do all the straight lines in every box first. To get that flow going. And then come back and do this shape in every box. Like so. So now we've done that shape, all going the same direction in every box. And this is, I'm doing Amy base. Okay. There it is. So now I'm going to do the second one, the one that has the magenta and the teal A's going two different directions. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all the ones going the one direction first, and then I'm going to turn my page and do them all the next direction. So this one is here and here, and then here and here, and then here and here, and then here and here. But see, to me that confuses me, I think. So most of the time I would do the whole, because this is a simple pattern, I would do the whole pattern at one time. Okay, so that's the one color. I'm going to switch colors just like she did so that we can see it better. And then I'm going to turn my page, my A, I'm going to turn my page. If this is the top, I now want the top here. So I'm going to turn my page this way. And now I'm going to do that same exact move going the other direction. So my diagonal goes this way because that's the way I did it before, right? I went from lower left to upper right. And then like that. So that's what that makes that. This is number 1. This is number 2. And now we're going to do number 3. We're going to do 2. I should have done them similarly colored than she did, but somehow I didn't. 2 going this way, and 2 going the other way, and then 2 going the other way, 2 going this way, and then 2, and 2, and 2, and 2. Okay, and then we're going to turn it, same thing. Yellows are going to go this direction. Okay, so that's what it would look like that. Now, she wants us to rotate it all the way around. So, this one goes that way. And that way. Those are the pink squares. And then this way and that way. And then we're going to rotate and do this color. Yellow and yellow. Yellow. Oh, I did that wrong. Fudge puppies. That's all right. I've made my own. And this way, I'm going to go that way, that way, that way, and that way. Should be the same. I just have my colors in the wrong spot. Right? Oh my word. Are all the neighbor dogs upset today? Okay. It's because I was confused. I was confused because I was not following the colors that she used. I used green and yellow instead of, I should have used the red and the blue and then used the green and the yellow for the parts that are green and yellow. That would have made more sense. But in any case, this is correct. Let's do that again with my green in the right squares. Let's do that one more time. Green, 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 green. And then yellow is going here. So it's not exactly the same. Then we're going to use the red as upside down one. Yeah, it would have been easier if I had moved my colors the other direction, wouldn't it have been? Yes, it would have. So now I want the red one to be the green. That would be this square. And then the blue will be the last turn. Okay, see how those are similar yet different based on how you turn the page. This one created a sort of flower petal shape in the middle, and this one created these like fan shapes back and forth, these like figure eights. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. So this was actually sample number 4. This was not one, this was not one on her thing. This would have been, if I was going to do her thing, this would have been A, 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 and then it was this way. A, A, and then okay, that's this one. And then this, I will do the same thing so you can see what the difference is. This is this one. A. Those A's start the same, the green A's, but the yellows are in a different place. This is yellow this way. And then red this way. And this way. That's this one. They look similar, but they're different. Can you see how they're different? They're the same but different, depending on where you put your things. That's fun. That is fun. I like this. This is interesting. Okay, let's try doing sample number 5. We're going to do number 5. And it goes this way, this way, this way, this way, and then okay, and then the other color goes all the way upside down. That. So this one is 2 and 2, and this one is 2 and 2, but they look different because of how these two interact with each other. And then, of course, there's always the option of just doing one in every other square. Like so. We could try we could try this one going the other way. Would that make a difference? Let's try this one going a different direction. So instead of going here, we're going to do every other one. And then instead of doing every other one where the little teardrop goes toward the middle, let's do every other one where the teardrop goes the other way and see what that looks like. So at this point, you just want to play. Now you don't have to pick this pattern. You can pick any pattern and play with it in the same manner though. Pick one square and just turn it around and see what happens. Then I'm going to do the other direction, all the way this way. Turn it around. It still ends up the same, doesn't it? That's interesting. Thought it would be different. It just goes the different direction. I missed one. It ends up being the same. This one and this one ended up being the same, except for these ones, the little things together are going that direction, and this one they're going this direction, but they're basically the same. But anyways, that's all we need to do. I want you to print out, you can either go to Ina's site, go to the same place I just showed you how to get to this grid journey and print out your thing, or in the description box below is the link to my Google Docs for all the lessons that I've been doing. This page is in there, and you have lots of places to practice. See, you've got 3, 6, 9, 12. You got 12 different places where you can practice different things and different looks. I think I want to draw one, maybe this one, in just a regular pen and see what it looks like when I shade it. So let me do this one. I think this one. Is that the one I want to do? Yeah, let's do this one. And see what it looks like if I shade it. So I want to follow what I did here, which is this. Now, if I was doing this in a regular artwork, I would probably embellish and do a variety of things. Like I might make this double lined. I might make some feathering around it. That's CPT just going into my head. This, we want to just practice the grid journey just to see what things look like. But rather than having them the different colors, I'll do it all in one color so you would see what it would be like if you were doing a regular, like, drawing. It is a little weird in colors. I will grant you that. See, that's what it would look like. Just all in one color. That's the same as this one here. And then maybe if we shaded it, it would look totally different. Let's try shading just this spot here. Something like that. I like it like that. All right, that's it for today. I want you to print yourself a grid, find a base pattern to play with. You can use Amy Base, obviously you can. You can use a different one if you don't know where to find grid-based patterns. Go here back to the home page. Go to where is it? Where's the best place to go? Oh, the little menu drop down. Go by framework, and then go to grid, and then go to grid based. And here's all sorts of grid based patterns you can play with. So for example, I would obviously use a square grid, but this would be a good one to play with. For Shelley, because it starts with a square going that direction, and then they have it turned, goes that direction. But you could totally play with that in this scenario. You could say, you know, what would happen if, I don't have any more pages, but rather than going this way and then this way, what if they all went the same direction for that first step? You know? See what I mean? Just take any of the grid-based patterns and just play around with that square and see what kinds of things you can play with and come up with. This is how most of these patterns have been created. Somebody took something and said, well, what if I do this to it? What if I do that to it? This one here shows a lot of variation. They've taken, see, it's called a base. If you look up base patterns, you'll find a lot of this, where they've taken just a circle in the middle with a diagonal. And then here they've already shown you all the different ways you can change that. You can go this way where they're all the same. I don't know if you can see that. It's so far away. Let me zoom you in. There you go. This way where they're all the same. This way where they're rotated. This way where they're two going one way, two going the other way. This way where instead of going diagonal with the line, they go straight with the line. They've done all sorts of different things. Here they've gone with an S, kind of a curvy shape with that diagonal line, and then they've rotated that. A variety of different things. They've taken this very plain, basic pattern and done that with it. You can also, if you are on the main home page, let's go back to the main home page. You can go into here and type in the word base. Let's go back. B-A-S-E. Go. And you'll get all sorts of things about base patterns and what are base patterns and how to create base patterns and different base patterns to use. So like this one, Primula base is on a Rangoli grid, is this sort of daisy-like base pattern to use as a stepping off point to trying to get to other CPT things. So, you know, just play with the website, go in, look at different grids, play with your grid journey here, and we will do something different next time we meet for a lesson. You guys have a great day. Yeah, Where do I want to leave the lesson? Maybe right here. That's a good spot. All right, you guys have a great day. I will see you on the next video where I will be doing a pattern. We're going to be in March. Woohoo! We're at the end of the month. We're going to be in March. And we're going to do the prompts for January in March. Yes, I'm very far behind. That's the way it works. You guys have a great day. Go do something nice for someone today. Make the world a better place. And I will see you later. Bye-bye.